What's going on? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. I think it's a once again time to try all Zookas versus War Factory in the tribes. We have a Zooka speed boost plus 55%. I actually think that makes it a bit harder to use all Zookas. It's beneficial if your smoke times are kind of low or something, but I think we're gonna run into some issues with the Zookas because I'm not the best at warriors when it comes to smoky warriors, but we'll hit a groove. We'll make sure we make this work out. But let's look at War Factory here. So we got rocket launchers right here. I think we will have to deal with them. And then I think we can get them kind of by those boom cannons there, shock the laser beams and machine guns, and also shock the shock launchers. So this has a high chance for me personally here to go pretty badly. But yeah, let's hop into it. We got to start out with some smokes because we know our Zookas are gonna be quick here. So get them deployed. We'll get a smoke ready right there, and then we'll flare them up. We might be running through that little bit of gap there, but hopefully the time, oh my gosh. So the Zookas aren't as quick as I was hoping when it comes to dodging the defenses. We have quite a few that are low, but we have a med kit to heal them back up, but we have lost quite a few. Let's go ahead, get them in between the boom cannon and the grapplers there, and we'll get a final smoke right there. We are not looking great, and I just realized we also have a mortar to deal with, so that is another thing we have to worry about. I'm gonna get a box of critters out, and then we shall get our shock bombs out, and hopefully we can get it, but we forgot to flare on the HQ. Let's get a taunt just so to see if that helps at all. I don't think it will, but we are still going to be able to take it out in one attack, and that was very overwhelming for me. That was one of the worst attacks I might have ever had that resulted in a victory still. That just shows how good the speedy all Zooka strat is. Down goes that War Factory. The smallest things, like not being able to pronounce War Factory, really makes me mad. But we'll convert our loot from War Factory there into some raw crystals we can boost up in a future tribe cycle when Zooka speed comes back out again. Now let's hop into some player bases, see if we have some similar success. This one here has some CMOs, so yeah, we might lose a few Zookas on the run up. And then also we got quite a few areas of mines we want to avoid. Let's go get a box of critters down right there, take out those, and we'll get the rest of these mines taken out. Because that's going to help us along the way. All three taken out. We'll leave the boom mine. Might be controversial. We might need the extra Zooka there instead of the energy, but I think we're ready to hop into this. Let's go ahead, get a couple smokes on the landing. I don't think that is the greatest. We are going to have to use, oh my gosh. So the downside to the Zooka boost is there's also a rocket launcher boost. So rocket launcher damage is very boosted in the tribes right now, and it is apparent as our Zookas almost got tapped down there. We are losing so many Zookas to the CMOs as well, but I think we have survived enough to get through this attack. Maybe, maybe not. Because there is a flamethrower by this HQ. So what I think I'm going to do, instead of using a shock bomb, we're going to use a taunt. And now we're going to get a flare on the HQ and a med kit. Come on, taunt. Help us out. It looks like the flamethrower did get hit by that taunt. That was the specific defense I was going for. And that is now two messy attacks that have been this close to failure. You know, the margin of error we left ourselves with was so small, but we still ended in victory, so we cannot be that mad at it, and that's kind of why I thought the Zooka speed would, you know, it's not necessarily a boost to a troop, it is an anti-boost, so we're always down for making things harder on us here because, you know, that's the entertaining part. But we'll go ahead for this one. I kind of want to get rid of that CMO, but I don't think it's energy efficient. You know what? It is. I'm making an executive decision here. We were able to take out another mine, and also we can take out a rocket launcher as well. A twofer, as I would say. And we still remain with 96 energy, and it's not a back-centered base, so we can actually, you know, we don't have to spend all our energy smokes, even though I left myself with a triangular running pattern with the way we deployed our Zookas, and you know, not the greatest, but we still leave ourselves with 50 energy, so I'm not going to be complaining about that. And we are pretty far away from the HQ. I don't think that's really a problem. I'll go ahead, get my flare on there now, and we will get a couple medkits and a taunt. And oh, did we one-shot that? It was kind of a one-shot where it didn't fully get taken out until the straggler Zookas came in with their shots and took it out. But I'm gonna call that a one-shot, a nice one-shot on an HQ there. We'll retrain the fallen Zookas and we will move on to the next base. So deceivingly hard because of the hot pots right here. But you know what I like doing with the hot pots? We like messing with them in the terms of having we like grouping our Zookas on them, and then we like private bullet taunt. We like you know, taunting both of the hot pots so they don't hit any of the Zookas. We're gonna go ahead, take out the mines right there. I want to go on that hot pot right there, the back one, and we will go ahead, get our smokes down, and maybe the hot pot pops up, maybe it doesn't. Let's go ahead, get a flare on that hot pot, and they will be nice and perfectly grouped on there. That is just one of the most satisfying parts of Boom Beach right there, getting that flare on the hot pot, and they are just forced to clump as close as they can. A little bit late on our flare and shocks, but we made sure to get the taunts, and we almost lost a couple we definitely did lose a couple Zookas there, now that I see it, but I thought the hot pot would just go on private bullet and not through the troops right in front of it. So we lost 13 Zookas. Rest in peace. But we will go ahead and find our next victim. I don't know when my mic went fuzzy, but it looked pretty bad. So I think we lost quite a bit of footage right there in the grand scheme of things. That is, you know, it's just something you got to deal with. On to the next base, though. We got Mercury. Let's go ahead and see where the HQ is. Is there any hidden mines? Probably in those trees. Maybe. We will find out when our Zookas go running through it, but oh my gosh. I thought there was a shock mine behind one of the ice statues. I was like, ooh, hiding on me there, but I think I was just being a bit paranoid, and we'll go ahead, deploy our troops here, let Bullet do his thing, and then our Zookas are not far behind because they are quick, and it doesn't seem like they deploy any quicker, but once they are deployed, then they just advance. So that just, it puts everything out of sync, and it is a stressful part. All Zooka, Smokey Zooka, not great with the speed boost. I think I can fully confirm that now. AZ is much easier when you don't have double the Zooka speed, even a little, or it's not double the speed. It's 1.55 times the speed of what it normally is. But this should be a pretty simple hit on the HQ. My gosh, we lost so many to that rocket launcher right there. That hurt. We lost. I'm gonna say most of our Zookas there. 50. Rest in peace. We are just losing so many. Let's hop into one more battle though, and then wrap today up. And we got so many lower level people on here. That's because we're dropping in medals. Not on purpose, but I'm just not finding the time to really play this game outside of recording, which stinks. It's a bad feeling, but you know, it happens. Something we gotta deal with. And we'll go ahead, get our path cleared up, and then we'll actually try and be a good commander by flagging our Zookas the way, but they just like spread out. The good news is with this base, that sniper tower allowed them to kind of focus up and center up instead of just splitting off. They've done that in a couple other attacks. Those mines did not hurt that much, so that is pretty nice. We'll get a med kit on them just for reassurance, and Bullet should even get healed up to full from that too. Maybe not. I guess not. That's just because Bullet has a lot of health. We'll go ahead, get shocks out, critters out, and a taunt. And we forgot to flare our Zookas once again. Oh my gosh, we're gonna end on a loss here. Maybe not. Come on, Zookas, clutch it up. Down it goes. I really tried to lose that one. Like, This strat was not my strat for today, and I kind of knew that going in because Zooka speed really makes it more difficult, at least for me. Maybe it's different for you, but I just like having that extra time to focus up. That's going to be it. Thanks for making it to the end. We'll see you in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. We'll see if there is one, because I know Christian, he thinks he might have COVID, so he's kind of ill. We'll see what happens, so wish him well. But we'll see you in our next Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.